Hi, today we're going to be talking about the topographical skills test. Some people call it the topographical skills assessment or the topographical skills assessment test. The bottom line is a lot of people use the word test. It's not a test, it's actually an assessment. We are guilty of using the word test, but in essence or in reality what we should be using is assessment, because it is an assessment. Now for the topographical assessment itself, if you choose to book with the experts, the way we do it is we guarantee to have you passed and walk out with your topographical skill certificate the same day, providing you as a minimum can use the A to Z, be it a London A to Z or a local A to Z of your area, to look up and then locate your own home address. If you can do that as a minimum, then we will guarantee to get you through on the same day through that test or through the assessment, and that you walk away with your topographical skills certificate. That certificate will be fully accredited. In other words, the PCO will accept that for any PCO license application made to become a licensed private hire driver in London. For the actual assessment itself, we break it down at this office into 5 parts. The first part consists of looking up 3 different places, maybe streets or points of interest, using the London A to Z, and then providing the page number and the grid square for each of those points. For your module 2, you will be required to plan a route from start to finish. The points for the start and the finish will be given to you, and all you have to do is use the London A to Z, not your knowledge. Use the London A to Z to find or plan a route to get from start to finish. Any given route. It doesn't matter if it's a short distance, long distance, as long as you get me from A to B using that A to Z. That's for a short distance. Then on your module 3, you will once again be given a starting point and a finishing point from which you have to complete a route. Any given route could be your local home address to somewhere local to you. You can request any route, but it has to be within a certain distance, which we call the medium distance. The first one was a short distance. This one would be a medium distance. Say for example, from London Road embarking to King's Cross railway station. That would be a medium distant route. And for the answer, again, you would have to give all the lefts and right turnings that you would be taking, naming the streets and the roads that you take to get to your destination, and if there's a roundabout, is it the first exit, second exit or third exit. Once you've done that, then your final one, the module 4, which is using the mapper again, you would have to plan a route from start to finish for a long distance route. This would be outside London. Because it's outside London, you would be using both the London A to Z and a Great Britain Road Atlas. So if you want to brush up on it, please look up on how to plan your route from start to finish for a short distance route, for a medium distance route and for a long distance route. Those are the 4 main modules which you would be assessed on using a map. It's not a knowledge test, it's using a map, being able to plan a route from start to finish. There is a 5th module, the 5th and final module, which once again with us consists of only 4 questions. Those 4 questions are based around the motorways radiating the M25, knowing your compass points, your north, south, east and west, and then being able to name a couple of motorways or a motorway which you would use to reach a certain destination. And it could also be something regarding the airport surrounding London or in London, being able to distinguish which direction from central London each one of those or any given one of those airports could be located. Once you've done that, Throughout the assessment, if you've had any problems, we would provide full support and assistance and further training if required. If at the end of the assessment you have met the required standard, you will walk away with a topographical skills certificate which is approved by the PCO office in South London. We are fully accredited. You can check us up on the TfL website. You will find our accreditation number there. What's more, we encourage people from all learning abilities and all countries, regardless of your background, as long as you book in with us and as a minimum can find your own given address in the back of the A to Z and then look it up on the map, come to us and we will guarantee to get you passed. We do charge a flat rate, and currently that flat rate is £50 with no hidden costs. We provide all the maps, the papers. The only thing that you would have to bring along with you on the day would be your 2 forms of ID, which usually we accept the passport, originals and photocopies, and your driving license, the card only, not the counterpart, originals and copies. If you bring those along with your fee, we will get you booked in and trained up and assessed and give you the certificate the same day. We have a walk-in centre, so feel free to walk in anytime between Monday and Sunday between the hours of 10 and 5. We would advise you just to phone up to book, just to make sure, because we get that many people in, you may be waiting a couple of hours. Usually it's up to about an hour, but best advice is just to give us a call before you pop in on the day. You can come in on the same day, that's not a problem at all. Furthermore, I will give you some examples. I'll actually do a separate video of the kind of questions that will be asked during your assessment. Remember one thing, your assessment will be assessed on written answers, so everything has to be written. One point that I did miss out during my brief video is during each one of those assessments regarding the route planning, the modules 2, 3 and 4, you will be asked to name the closest station to each of the start and finish points. You know, you have a combination of symbols. Those symbols can be found in the front of the A to Z. So you'd basically be looking around your starting point and saying, yeah, this station is close to here. For example, London Road in Barking, IG11, the closest station, if you look on the map, you will see is Barking Station. So that would be your answer for that. So those are the kind of questions that you would be asked for the topographical skills assessment test if you decide to book with the experts. Our number is on the website. There is a mobile number if you want to call outside office hours. Please feel free to give us a call regarding the assessment itself or anything around the booking a week in advance or a day in advance, and we'll get you sorted out. I hope this has helped you somewhat. Should you have any further queries, drop us an email, pick up the phone. Thank you.